Hello Mila, hello Jack, hello everybody else who's watching, and welcome to Storytime with Grandad. Today's book is called Thud. Basil, the bush baby, yawned. He had not had a good night's sleep. The arrival in the middle of the night of the mysterious ugly beast had disturbed just about everyone. Now Basil fancied a snooze in the sunshine. He tied a small hammock between two stumpy trees and climbed in. Soon he began to doze, but not for long. Thud. Basil opened one eye. Something was making the ground shake. Thud. There it was again, stronger this time. Basil's hammock began to sway. Thud, thud. What's happening? Said Basil as his hammock bounced up and down. Thud, thud, thud. The ground shook terribly and Basil was bounced right out of his hammock. Suddenly a great shadow passed over him. Thud, 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 thud. Oh no, oh dear, he squeaked in fright. It's a monster! Basil was right. With great thundering footsteps, a huge monster went crashing by. Basil quaked and hid his face. Thud, 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 thud. The footsteps grew fainter. When Basil could hear them no longer, he dared to look. This is terrible, he wailed. First the ugly beast, and now a monster. I must get help. We must get rid of it. Spike, the porcupine, was eating some stickleberries when the bush baby found him. Help, please, help, cried Basil. The porcupine quickly pushed the rest of the stickleberries into his mouth. How can I help? He said. Basil told Spike all about the monster. Please, said Basil, can you make it go away? Your spines look sharp and fierce. I'm sure it would do what you say. Spike frowned. No, he said. I'm not very good at getting rid of monsters. I can do dogs, he said. And pigs. Spike thought for a moment. That gives me an idea, he said. Follow me. Piers the warthog was admiring his face in the pond. Excuse us, said the porcupine politely. We're having trouble with a monster. Can you help? We think that if you made a terrible face and showed your tusks and lots of sharp teeth, we think you could scare it away. Piers looked into the pond again. No, he grunted. That's no job for me. I'm much too beautiful for that. Don't you think? Basil and Spike had to agree. But, said the warthog, I have an idea. Follow me. The rainbow birds were screeching and squawking at each other in the tangled branches of a tree. What a dreadful din, said the warthog. Quiet, please. The birds were quiet at once. We're having trouble with a monster, said Piers, and your peckety beaks are just what we need to drive it away. Thud, 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 thud. The rainbow birds looked worried. They began to mumble and squawk together. We don't do monsters, said one of the birds at last. Try the lion. Try the hippopotamus, said another bird. Try the crocodile, squawked another. Ralph the lion couldn't help. I've got a sore throat, he said. Delilah, the huge muddy brown hippopotamus, was busy. I'm having a bath, she said. So sorry. Humphrey the crocodile just moaned. Can't help, he said. Got toothache. Nobody wanted to face the monster. They asked the aardvark and the antelope. They asked the zebra and the zorilla. What should we do? Said Spike. We've tried everyone. Not quite, said the warthog. There's one more that we might ask. The strange creature who came to the forest last night." "The ugly beast, the ugly beast! It's only just come. When is it going?" The creature they called the ugly beast was not like anything that they had ever seen before. Where it had come from, no one knew. Whether it would be fierce or friendly, they could only guess. Piers the warthog set off and led the long procession towards the dark forest. There they came upon the ugly beast. "Please forgive this intrusion," the warthog began, "but we want to get rid of a monster." Yes, we do, squawked the rainbow birds. "Look here, old chap, do you think you might frighten it away?" said the lion. The strange creature looked sad. "I might," he said, "one day when I'm fully grown, but I'm too little now." Everyone looked disappointed. Thud, 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 thud. "Wait," said Basil. "It's simple. None of us can make the monster go away on our own, so we must do it all together." "This is a very clever and brilliant idea," said Ralph the lion. His throat was suddenly much better. "These great footprints will lead us to the monster," he said. "Come along now, smallest at the front, tallest at the back, just so the monster can see everyone." Thud, 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 thud. The footprints led them past great trees and over the muddy bed of a river. "That's it, keep going," called Ralph from the back. "Look," squeaked Basil suddenly. "The monster is on the other side of that hill." Everyone tiptoed to the top of the hill. There it was, sitting with its back towards them. The monster. "Go on," said the lion huskily to Basil. His throat had suddenly become sore again. Basil looked back at everyone. Then, in a very small voice, he spoke to the monster. "Excuse me." Only the monster's ear twitched. "Excuse me," said Basil again, "but we have come to ask you to—" The monster turned. "I'm sorry, I do beg your pardon," said the monster in a voice that was not at all monstrous. "Were you speaking to me?" Suddenly a voice called out from the crowd, "Mother!" Everybody stared in amazement at the ugly beast. Mother? It's his mother? The monster is his mother? It can't be. It is. Then the monster beamed a great big smile and shouted out loudly, "Raymond!" Everyone was astonished. He's called Raymond? He's got a mother and he's called Raymond? It's a nice name. I like it. So do I. Raymond ran to his mother and she hugged him. "I've been searching everywhere for you," she said. Then she turned to Basil. "I'm sorry, you were saying something?" Well," said Basil, "we came to ask you, that is, we wanted to ask you—" Basil paused and took a deep breath. "Will you stay with us?" Everyone suddenly cheered. "Can we? Oh, please, can we stay?" Raymond asked. "Well," said his mother, "we might. We'll just have to wait till your father gets here." Basil looked at Raymond. Then he looked at Raymond's enormous mother. "Father?" said Basil slowly. "He's got a father? Just wait till his father gets here." Thud, thud, thud. The end. Goodbye, Mila. Goodbye, Jack. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.